Okay, we're going to look at measurement applications. So Morris rents a helium tank to blow up balloons for his birthday party. And if his balloons are sphere-shaped, and he wants them to be 12 centimeters wide, how much air does it take to fill a balloon? So they've already indicated what shape we're going to do, and the amount of air that a balloon would take up would be the volume. So we're going to say that the volume is equal to, and then we would look up the formula, 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. So wide is the diameter. So the diameter is 12 centimeters, which means the radius is half of that, or 6 centimeters. So then we say, well, we have 4 pi 6 to the power of 3 divided by 3. So I have 4 pi, and I'm going to do 6 to the power of 3, which is 216, and I'm going to divide that by 3. And now I'm going to do 216 times 4, which gives me 864 pi divided by 3. I want to divide by 3, so I'm going to verify that 864 divides by 3, and it does. So I'm going to do 864 divided by 3, which gives me 288 pi. So that would be an exact answer. And then we'll multiply 288 by pi to get my approximate answer. Which gives me 904.78 centimeters cubed. So therefore, it takes 904.78 centimeters cubed of air to fill a balloon. Now we want to take that volume and we're going to compress the helium tank to 20% its normal volume. How much of the helium would it take to fill one of the balloons? So we're going to compress that to 20%. And we're going to multiply that by 0.2 because we always do percents as decimals. So it would take 180.96 centimeters cubed. Okay, if we look, we have the tank right there, and it's shown on the right, and it is 30 centimeters wide and 90 centimeters tall. And we want to know the number of liters of helium. So let's go over to our diagram, and we're going to label that. So it is 30 centimeters wide, which means the radius is 15. It is a total of 90 centimeters tall, which means the cylinder itself from here to here has to be 90 minus the radius of 15, or 75 centimeters tall from here to here. So we're talking about the number of liters the helium tank can store, which means, again, we're talking about the volume. So I'm going to start with the volume of the cylinder. So the volume of the cylinder is pi r squared h. And the volume is unaffected if we have a composite shape. So it doesn't matter that this end has to be opened for the helium tank to be complete because the volume is unaffected by that. So this means that this formula will not change. So I have pi, the radius is 15, and the height of that cylinder we've determined to be 75. So I'm going to do squaring first. So 15 squared is 225. And now I'm going to multiply my numbers. So I'm going to do 225 times 75. And I get 16,875 pi. So again, that is an exact answer. And then we get approximately, if we multiply that by pi, 53,014.38 centimeters cubed. And now I want to look at the volume of the hemisphere. So I have the volume of a sphere, and I'm going to divide that by 2. So I have 4 pi, r is 15 cubed, divided by 3, and then we will divide that answer by 2 because we only have half of it. So 15 cubed is 3,375. So I'm going to do 4 times 3,075. And I get 13,500. And I'll verify that that can be divisible by 3, and it can. So I get 4,500 pi, and that's divided by 2. So I can divide that by 2. Don't forget, we still have the pi. So that's my exact answer. And so I'm going to multiply that by pi to get my approximate answer. And that will also be centimeters cubed. And that gives us the volume of the hemisphere. So now I need to find the total volume. So I'm going to say, well, volume total. I'm going to add this pi plus this one. So I'm going to go actually back to the exact values because I can then add like terms. So 16,875 plus 2,250 gives me 19,125 pi. And if you use the approximate answers, you will also get close to this as well. And I get 60,082.96 centimeters cubed. And you should get that as well if you use the approximate answers. Okay, but now we want to do the number of liters. So I know that 1 liter is 1 centimeter cubed. Or sorry, it's liters to centimeters cubed. Sorry, and 1 liter is 1,000 centimeters cubed. So I want to know how many liters are in 60,082.96. So I can cross multiply because I can do 1,000 is being divided on the left. It can be multiplied with x. This is being divided on the right. So if I bring it, it will be multiplied with 1. So I'm going to get 1,000x is equal to 60,082.96. I can divide both sides by 1,000. And that will tell me what x is, which will be the number of liters, which is approximately 60.08 liters. Okay, so that's how much the tank will approximately hold. Okay, so in part B, we found out how much one balloon would hold. Now we found out how much the entire tank would be. So we want to know how many balloons can you fill from the tank. So I'm actually going to go back to this answer right here because this is in centimeters cubed. And the volume for my balloon is also in centimeters cubed. So I want to use those and compare those. So I'm going to say, well, I have 60,000 82.96 centimeters cubed, and I'm going to divide that by 180.96 centimeters cubed. Okay, and balloons, you're going to fill all of, like, the whole balloon, but not part of a balloon. So if I divide this one by this one, we get 332 approximately. And it can't fill more. Okay, it can't fill more than what we have. So that's good.